Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Sophia and this is a general pick a card reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm so sorry for the delay in uploading this video. I was supposed to film, edit, and upload this video yesterday, but I ended up getting sick. So yesterday I was kind of in bed all day trying to recover, and thankfully it wasn't anything too bad, but I really just wasn't feeling like myself yesterday. But I woke up this morning feeling fresh and feeling a lot better. My throat is still a little sore, so I'm sorry if my voice kind of gives out at some points during the video, but I hope it doesn't. So yeah, let's just get straight into this pick a card reading. So let me show you the piles. So here we have pile number 1. I picked a shell theme. I was just kind of feeling it. I have a bunch of shells over on the left corner of my desk. But yeah, so here's pile 1. It's like this regular white shaped clam-ish looking shell. Here's pile number 2. We have this like peach colored smaller shell that's very, very nice. Has like a little sideways shape. It's very glossy, very pretty. And here we have pile number 3, which is like a deformed looking shell. I think it's cool. It has like these horns. So I don't know if maybe if you have Taurus in your chart, in your natal chart, maybe you'll feel inclined to choose this pile. But yeah, so that's pile number 3. So take your time to pick your pile and we will get started with the reading. Timestamps will be in the description box, as well as the decks that I'm using and any other information that you need to know about me. Okay? Alright, you guys, so for my Scorpios who picked pile number 1, this white clam looking shaped shell, this message is for you. And just an FYI, I am filming this during the day. I usually film my videos at night, so I actually don't have to have my overhead lights on for this video, and that's why the lighting might look different. I still have my candles on over there. But yeah, so just in case anybody noticed, maybe you didn't, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. Okay. Oh, also the cards like really wanted to talk today. Like they were just jumping, you know, like they were just like all over the place this morning. It made me really excited. So I'm really excited to do this reading for my Scorpios. Let me see. Oh yeah, you guys got 2 Wild Offerings cards jump out, and like every pile had 2 or more cards from the same deck come out, which is the first time that's happened for me while doing these videos, while shuffling for these videos. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Still working on getting everything into frame right away at the right angles. Okay. All right, pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Let me see what we have here. Just give me 1 second. It's still kind of early in the morning for me, so just give me a second to look through these cards really quick. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of really positive stuff here, not just because the positivity card is here. I'm getting like there's some self-doubt going on, probably because there's some kind of there may be a little bit of waiting going on. We have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands is good though, because anytime a 9 comes up in a suit, it means like nearing the completion of something. So I feel like there's like nearing a completion of whatever applies to you guys. Again, like these readings are what you make of them. But basically, the other thing that's jumping out at me here is this 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords talks about somebody feeling a little defeated, feeling a little There may have been some kind of conflict and you were on the losing end, and you're kind of down in the dumps about it, you know? But there's so many other positive cards here that I feel like this is not what, or isn't going to be, or wasn't in the past, a serious issue, and you may have just been feeling a little bad, and that goes with the doubt card. Let me read what the doubt card says, okay? Sorry, like this is where, there we go. Sorry, I was having trouble focusing. So it says, doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you, show me your will, and restore me to faith and confidence. Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling like there was a situation that has now made you feel very doubtful about yourself, because you were on the losing end of this disagreement, this conflict, whatever it might be, and so you're really doubting yourself. But I mean, all the other cards are fairly like encouraging, like they all are. With this Nine of Wands, I think this is you feeling like whatever happened, and even though you still doubt yourself, as an effect of whatever conflict this was, like you still feel hopeful. Like the Nine of Wands is like you feel like something's about to complete itself. It could be a mentality that you've been having, and like it could be you feel yourself like you're nearing the end of feeling bad about your situation. And we also have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is also, it talks about learning. Like it's kind of like the High Priestess, but it's very different because the High Priestess talks more about intuition, like heightening of intuition and reaching a higher sense of self. But the Hierophant is more about like you're learning. For me, it's about you're learning from your mistakes, you're learning about yourself. So I feel like whatever this was that has made you doubt yourself has really made you think and contemplate, like, you know, like what am I doing? Like what can I have done to make things better? What can I do in my life to make my life more positive? I feel like the Hierophant, I love the Hierophant card. It's really, it's an endearing card because it indicates that you guys are really taking the time to think about things, and you're really self-evaluating, which is always really important. And then here we also have the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are also, you might be receiving some kind of news, maybe money related, that's gonna help you guys kind of get past this self-doubt portion. I mean, this career, this Five of Swords, whatever this is talking about, could have been career related, but it's saying that no matter what, the outcome may still be that you get some good financial news in case you were doubting that. So maybe the situation had to do with, like you didn't get like the new position that you wanted, somebody else did, but you're still gonna get like a good raise. You know what I mean? Like your efforts will not have gone unnoticed. You know what I mean? So it could be that kind of situation. That's just a simple example. It may resonate with some people, it may not. But just because this is the Page of Pentacles, I am getting the sense that this is money, career-related, a money, career-related situation that has made you feel doubtful about the future. But you're like learning. Like you're learning maybe to let go of those doubts. You know, you're learning to trust yourself in what you're doing and trust in your hard work, and it's gonna show. It's gonna show with the Page of Pentacles, because like in the near future you will get the Page of Pentacles indicates that you will be getting some kind of positive news about your money or your career. Okay, and it's maybe probably also gonna make you feel like, you know what, like I've laid the groundwork, and now I'm feeling like things are coming into place. You know, things are coming into place in my life. We also have the Star card. The Star card is great. The Star card, it could refer to a person, but the Star card is very like encouraging. It's gonna, I kind of equate it close to the World card. It reminds me of the World card in some ways, but for me personally. But I think it just also talks about abundance as well. Which goes with the other cards too. I just feel like this is, in general, like generally speaking, it's like an omen that things are going to be okay, and things are going to go the way that you want. And I think that the star also, it accents this positivity card that we have here. I'm going to read it. Oh, it matches my nails. So it says, positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Sorry, that was I read that weird. Anyway, please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, and even the hardest situations. So yeah, I feel like you guys, it also talks about this doubt thing. I feel like you guys felt pretty down after whatever situation this was. You're lacking positivity, but I think the star card is saying, you will reach a point where you're able to be positive again. These two cards are saying, and I think it's also Spirit trying to tell you, what you need to know right now is, stay positive. Remember, sit down and really, for me personally, I would say, as a piece of advice, maybe, make a list of, and I know it's cheesy, but it works, and being a writer, I write down all of my feelings constantly, but, maybe sit down and write down all of, the positive things that you've been doing, or even, make a list in your head of, what are all the positive things that I've done up to this point, and maybe you'll realize that even though you're feeling defeated right now and you're doubting your own abilities, you actually have a lot going for you. And just because one little thing has gone in the way of success, right now, you will have success in the future. And you should definitely stay positive because you have a bright future. That's what the star talks about too. That's why I said before that it reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune a little bit for me personally, that it reminds you that there's so many possibilities. There's stars, there are millions and millions of stars out there in the sky, and you should definitely just stay positive, and you should remember that you're a star. That's a cheesy I don't know, I'm lacking in words today, but yeah, I know it's a cheesy saying, but you're a star. Don't forget that you're a star. Stay positive. Be kind to yourself too is a message that I'm getting. Be positive. Again, take time to sit with yourself and really think about all of the success that you've had up to here. Because even though sometimes having this doubt and having something like this that makes you doubt yourself, it's the worst feeling in the world. But if you just sit down and really think about it and think about all of the things that you've done to get to where you are today, you'll find that it actually makes you feel better, And you will be getting good news soon. And don't forget, stay positive and remember that you're a star and you're valuable, you're special in your own way. And then we have Queen of Coins too. Queen of Coins, I'm getting, we have the page, and then we have the Pentacles, and we have Queen of Coins. So Queen of Coins, so Queen of Pentacles, it's the equivalent of the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. But the Queen of Coins is somebody who's she's somebody who is very money conscious, money oriented, but she works hard. She works hard, she plays hard, she's determined, she's also very abundant. Things grow around her. She's very nurturing too. She's very nurturing, very caring. So I feel like this is talking about you guys. So you guys have some wonderful qualities, and you guys, this is the Queen of Coins. So you guys, there's something very not authoritative, but there's something very regal about you. You're a leader. There's something about you that makes you a leader, and maybe this is something that you should remember when you're thinking about all of this. When you're sitting down and you're kind of sulking, or you're reflecting, you're doing some self-reflecting, don't forget that you guys are the Queen of Coins. You work hard, you are all about abundance. In the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, the image is of a woman. She's sitting down, she's kind of caressing the pentacle, and then she has all of this nature just growing around her. So that's you guys. You guys are you're very hardworking, and you're very patient too. You watch things grow around you, and you know that good things will come. So I would just try and remember that, even though you're in a state of doubt. Everybody gets into a state of doubt, and it's annoying. Trust me, I know it's annoying, but just remember who you are. Remember that you guys work really hard, and you guys are a star. And everybody appreciates you. Everybody appreciates you and your hard work. And that's why I think this Page of Pentacles is here, because I think that Spirit's saying, like, your hard work will be rewarded, even though it's not in the way that you expected it to be, okay? And then we have, like, the advice card from the Wisdom Oracle deck, which is serendipity. And serendipity literally means happiness. Like, your overall advice card is just, like, to try and, like, be happy, you know? Because, like, serendipity to me also means, again, good things are coming. And you shouldn't worry. Like, you've worked really hard. Like, your hard work will not go unnoticed, okay? And you're gonna be happy. Like, you're doing all that you can to be happy. And I know that you guys may be feeling doubtful and down because things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to, and you're feeling kind of defeated. But happy times, like, this is still a happy time because you're still gonna get rewarded for all the good work that you've been doing, and it's a good time to be happy, okay? So, you know, just hang in there if you're feeling down, because you guys are awesome, okay? Like, you, pile 1 Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you're feeling down about yourself and you're hitting yourself in the head, like, don't, okay? Because your happiness is coming. It's still a happy time even though you don't feel like that, and you will get rewarded for your hard work, okay? Even if it's not the way you want it to, you're going to be rewarded, okay? So thank you, my pile 1 Scorpios. I hope that resonated. Please comment down below if it did, and I will see you guys in my next video, okay? Bye. Okay, my pile 2 Scorpios who picked this shiny peach colored mini shell. This message is for you. Okay, y'all, I'm excited to do this reading because I was telling pile 1 this, but I've never seen cards jump out so quickly and in like that many numbers. And you guys got the most cards. So I know it's gonna be hard to like fit them all in frames, so just bear with me. But I was like getting excited, like the cards like wanted to talk today. So especially for you guys, you got 2 of the Wisdom Oracle deck cards, you got 2 of these cards, of these Wild Offerings cards, and then you got, were you the ones? No, I think it was the other pile. Yeah, but you guys got like 2 extra cards from the Wisdom Oracle deck and the Wild Offerings Oracle deck. So yeah, that's never, oh, here, you got 4 from the Rider-Waite. I knew, like, I was like, yeah, pile 2, like, just went crazy. Anyway, yeah, so this might be a longer reading, because you guys have some kind of complex or important or very detailed message that Spirit wants you to know, so just bear with me, okay? But let's see what we have here. I'm excited. Okay, breathe. Building blocks. Okay. Being enough. Ooh. Travel. Okay. I'm gonna have to overlap for the time being, you guys, okay? I like, if I keep going that way, it's gonna go off frame and it's gonna bother me. So, like I've said before, I'm slightly OCD. So, I got that from my mom. Okay, so they're just gonna overlap really. Oh, here we go. Sorry, that was loud. Ooh, King and Queen of Wands. Oh, Page of Cups. Oh, this is fun. Sorry. Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh. It's gonna be a love reading. Oh, we got that card in the last pile. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I kind of see what's going on here. We got a love reading. We got a love reading for pile 2, my pile 2 Scorpios. Oh, yes. Okay, did you guys just, like, break up with somebody? I feel like for a majority of you guys may have just broken up with somebody. That's the vibe that I'm getting. But never fear, because we have the King and Queen of Wands. So I'm getting the sense that you guys may have just broken up with somebody. I'm sorry if that's true. Breakups suck. Never been in a committed relationship before, but I have been heartbroken before, and I know that it sucks booty. So I'm sorry if you guys have recently had to let somebody go. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic person, romantic interest or anything romantic. It could be a friend that you were really close to and had a lot of love for. It could have been a family member that you had a falling out with. And either way, heartbreak is is what I'm getting, and it sucks. So I'm sorry if that's how you're feeling, but what Spirit does want you to know is that you shouldn't be so sad because your soulmate is coming. I'm getting that your soulmate is coming, like, soon, because we have the King of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands. And I'm just, like, sorry, that was just also a weird sound, sorry. But I'm getting the sense that this is somebody that you already know, just because traditionally the King of Wands is somebody that is watching from afar, like he's somebody that's very contemplative. So I'm getting vibes that this is somebody you already know. It could be a friend, it could be a friend of a friend, I don't know. I just remembered that, and I had forgotten about it before, but that message just like came to me. So it could be somebody you already know, and this person will actually end up being a great match for you. Like, really great match. And we have the Page of Cups, which talks about love news. So again, that's why I was saying it's gonna come soon, so don't worry. Also, with this Breathe card, I feel like Spirit is telling you to, like, just take it easy. Like Spirit knows you're upset. Everybody gets upset after a breakup or a falling out with somebody. It sucks. But just like, take a little time to breathe, because everything's going to obviously be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And also, I think it's interesting we have the word building blocks. So I feel like this is talking about more of like what you have to do for yourself. Like, building blocks is about, again, like, it's building yourself back up after something has hurt you. You know, it's like building blocks is like, there's so many components to yourself that you have to realize to get yourself back up again. You know, it's like there's building blocks to recovery. There's building blocks in coming out of a heartbreaking experience. I really like this card for that. Like, that's a very, like, real, like, for me, this is, like, a very real card. It's saying, you know, like, take time for yourself still. Like, even though, like, this is coming quick. Like, this is gonna come soon, you know? Like, somebody you already know may come out and be like, hey, like, I've actually kind of, like, been watching you, and, like, this person may have been waiting for you to break up with the person you were in a relationship in, and now they're gonna, like, they're gonna take a leap, and they're gonna ask you out, maybe, I don't know. But in terms of what you need to know for yourself, Spirit is saying, just, like, take a deep breath. It's okay to be sad, but you know, take some time for yourself, build yourself back up. And it's interesting because we have this being enough card. So I feel like whatever relationship you just got out of, or whatever falling out, or whatever heartbreaking experience you just had with somebody, the issue was that you never felt like you were enough. And so let's read this. Let's see. And so Spirit is saying that you are enough, so screw the other person. But let's read what it says. It says, the innermost heart says, you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow more deserving. Yeah, yes, you are love. That's a wonderful card. This is very encouraging. Yeah, so this goes, like, this is, like, a very nicely put together story that Spirit gave to me for you guys for pile number 2. But yeah, like, you guys are enough. Screw whoever said you weren't enough. Screw the person that made you feel like you weren't enough, because you are, okay? And you obviously are for somebody else, because we've got this wonderful stuff coming, okay? But Spirit is also saying, you know, this stuff is going to come soon, just FYI. But for now, breathe. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Build yourself back up, whatever that means, like, self-care. I feel like this is, like, a self-care card, even though it doesn't, like, not physically, what am I talking about? It doesn't look like, to the eyes, it doesn't look like a self-care card, but, like, for me, the way I interpret this card is, like, you need to do what you have to do for yourself in this time, especially next to the Breathe card. It's like, take a deep breath, accept the fact that whatever happened, and especially, like, issues of, like, not being enough for somebody else can be really damaging, like, mentally. It's almost, like, I know it's an extreme thing to say, but if somebody makes you feel like you aren't enough, it's almost like emotional abuse, because if that person really didn't feel like you were enough, then they were not the right person for you, okay? And maybe it's a good thing that this happened. I know it's hard to hear that right after, or I don't know when you guys are gonna watch this video. Again, it's a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this, you know, it doesn't have to be, like, within a week that I posted this. It could be whenever. So I don't know how long it's been that you lost this person, but I know it's really hard to feel like, sometimes to feel like, you know, everything's gonna be okay right after a breakup, but you should know that you are enough. Like, you are definitely enough. Just because you weren't enough for somebody else does not mean that you aren't enough in general. Everybody, like, you need to find the person that you feel enough for, okay? And you may be feeling defeated right now. We had this card in the previous reading too, like Five of Swords. You may be feeling defeated. Like, this person probably left, making you feel really shitty. Like, this person made you, you know, this person made you feel like this once it was over, you know, and that really sucks, you know? But, and it makes sense, because the reason why I immediately went to a breakup is because we have the Ten of Swords card. And when I saw the Ten of Swords and then mixed with, like, all these other cards, especially with the King and Queen of Wands and then the Page of Cups, I was like, ooh, yeah, somebody may have just lost somebody that they love dearly. But the Ten of Swords, like, every time I do readings for my friends and they see the Ten of Swords, they're like, oh my god, like, that's so awful. Like, oh my god, does that mean I'm gonna die or I'm gonna get stabbed in the back? I'm like, no. No, the Ten of Swords is actually a very positive card. It doesn't look like it, but it's deceiving that way, because it means the completion of an end of a painful cycle. Wow, did I say that right? I can't speak English this morning, you guys. I'm really sorry. It means the end of a painful cycle. So I feel like this may have been a long-term relationship with somebody that you were in, and finally it's just like, this is the end. Like, it could have been an on and off relationship. That's actually likely because, you know, with the Five of Swords illustration, like, this person's leaving and this person's kind of left there like, what? So it could have been a very on and off relationship with this person, but either way, it wasn't a healthy relationship. It was painful, but this is talking about the end of a painful cycle, and it makes sense because then we've got all this good stuff coming in. I mean, we've got this potential soulmate connection with two wonderful people. It could be an earth sign. Earth sign. I always do that, guys. I'm sorry. I think I did that in one of my first videos. I said, like, a Wands card was Earth when it's really air. I'm sorry. It could be an air sign. You could be an air sign, and they could be an air sign, or they have air in their chart. But yeah, for sure. This is coming. Like, this wonderful stuff, this new love is coming, and it's gonna come because you guys finally reach the end of this cycle with this other person, and there's a new day is coming. You can see the sun rising in the background. Like, that's the symbolism of the dawning of a new day. You know, so it's gonna be okay, you guys. It's gonna be okay. Just breathe. Just breathe. It's gonna be okay. Okay. And then we have travel. We have travel here. Let's read what it says. I had travel in another video, but I'm going to read it again. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Yeah, so, like I said the last time I got this card in a reading, I think it was for one of my Virgos, but, for one of my Virgo piles, but, while travel can mean literal travel, like, maybe you feel like, after the breakup, like, sometimes people, after they get out of a long-term relationship with somebody, or they're just feeling heartbroken, doesn't need to be long-term, but I've known people who get out of long-term relationships and their first instinct is to just go somewhere completely different and to travel the world, and they come back feeling so rejuvenated. It could mean that, like, if you're planning a trip or you're thinking of planning a trip, go at it. Like, Spirit is saying you can do that if you want. But the way that I usually interpret this travel card from the Wild Offerings is it's more of like a psychological, spiritual travel. Like, it says here too, like, let every aspect of this trip, like, for me that's more of like an internal, like, a trip to self-discovery, a trip to healing. Like, that's how I interpret it. So I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you're going to be able to reach a point of feeling okay. Like, I feel like also with the travel card, actually, it goes with this building blocks card. I think these two go hand in hand. They also kind of have the same color scheme, which is kind of creepy. But, like, yeah, so I feel like you guys are definitely going to have to go through some kind of self-discovery phase first. Like, So I guess, like, it might not come right away. I take that back when I said, I just got excited, guys. I'm sorry. I think you guys have to go through this self-transformation, self-discovery phase before this comes, but this will catalyze this experience with this new person. Like, this transformation and this, I'm lacking in words again, I'm sorry. Like, you realizing your own worth and getting over this feeling of not being enough, like, you getting over that and realizing just how amazing and worthy you are will catalyze somebody new who's really right for you to come into your life. Like, you're gonna manifest without even knowing that you're manifesting, you know? Like, you're gonna manifest this new person into your life who's probably a potential soulmate. You're gonna manifest them without even knowing it, just because you're putting yourself first. That's, like, actually a good way to put it. Like, you're gonna put yourself first for a little bit, you're gonna build yourself back up, you're gonna learn about yourself, you're gonna go through this, like, trip in your mind, like, about who you are, and you're gonna reach a point where you're gonna say, I am good enough. Like, I was able to get out of this, like, painful cycle. I am enough. I can breathe now. This is also, like, the breathe card being like, you feel like you can breathe now that this is over. That's also what the breathe card could mean. Yeah, like, this person left, like, screw them. Like, this didn't work out with that person. And you're gonna come out feeling, oh yeah, also, we have got the 8 of Cups. That's all about leaving something behind. I should have picked that up first. Yeah, like, this is about, like, these two cards pretty much go together to, I'm sorry, wow, I have too many cards here. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's too much. Yeah, so, like, 5 of Cups, 8 of, sorry, oh my god, I can't talk today, you guys, I'm so sorry, I'm just really excited today. So we have 5 of Swords, and no, I didn't drink coffee, surprisingly. I'm just, like, I don't know, like, like I said, like, when I was, like, picking your cards, I was like, oh my god, I've never seen the cards jump out this fast. Yeah, so 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, like, yeah, you guys got out of something that made you feel like crap. Like, that, like, that's, like, just, this is, like, oh my god, I'm a mess today, you guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, you guys are, like, you got out of something that made you feel like crap. Like, and I think, like, actually, like, it could have been an on and off relationship on their part. Like, they were the ones that were always, like, coming back, then leaving, but then you were the one that decided to walk away. Like, good for you. Like, if that's true. Again, it could be vice versa, but, like, you decided to walk away. Like, that's what that's the message that I'm getting. Like, I'm getting the vibes that you guys were the ones to choose to walk away. And that's hard, you know? So, like, think about that, too. If you're feeling like crap right now about all of it, which is understandable, just remember, you were the one that chose to walk away for the right reasons. Like, Spirit is saying, like, good job. Like, like, you did the right thing, okay? Oh, is that, like, a bad thing to do? Sorry, guys, like, I'm trying to do this, you know that emoji, like that. Okay, I'm talking too much, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a long video. Yeah, so you guys probably were the ones to decide to walk away. Good for you. I mean, that's already, like, a great step. Like, that's already a great step in this journey for you of self-transformation. Because I think you already kind of know that you are enough, like, and you deserve better, you know? Which is good, because if you keep thinking like that and you keep manifesting that kind of energy, you're also going to manifest all of this wonderful things. You're going to meet somebody new who's a potential soulmate, and it's going to be great, and I'm really excited for you guys. End of a painful cycle, you can breathe now. You're going to, like, also, like, going back to this, I'm going to put these down, to this, I'm going to put that down too. Wow, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, to this self-transformation, you're gonna, like, come out and manifesting. That's what like, this manifestation of positivity and feeling, like, good about yourself. Like, you're gonna manifest into this Emperor energy who just, like, they know what they want, they know what they need, they know what they deserve, and that's really going to let your potential soulmate come in. You're probably gonna, also with the Page of Cups, I'm getting the sense that, again, it could be somebody that's been watching you for a while now. It could be a friend that's had feelings for you and you had no idea. That's definitely possible. And so it might be shocking when they come up to you all of a sudden, they're like, hey, you want to go on a date? Like, you're gonna be like, what? I didn't even know you thought about me like that. And they're gonna be like, yeah, like, I've been watching and I was hoping you'd break up with the other person. So, but you're gonna be, like, okay with that, you know, like, and Spirit is also just saying, like, you should go on a date with that person. They may not be your type either, but, like, you should do it. And then with the Emperor, again, like, this is just, like, you after, this is the energy and the person that you're going to be after you've built yourself back up, you've done all of the meditating and the manifestation that you need to be better and to get over feeling like you weren't enough, because you are enough, and you're going to be able to say, like, I am enough, and this new love is going to be able to come back in, and you're going to feel like you can breathe, and a painful cycle, you left something that was toxic. So yeah. Alright, I think I'm done with pile number 2, finally. That was a lot of fun. I like that. I like that a lot. I knew when I was shuffling that this was going to be a juicy reading. Like, wow. I hope that resonated with some of you. Please let me know down in the comments if it did. I'm, like, really curious. So my Scorpios who picked pile number 2, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay? Thank you. Alright, my Scorpios who picked pile number 3. If you chose this horn-looking shell that's a little deformed, but it's fun, this message is for you. Oh, I didn't move the other. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll put that there. Okay. Like I told the other 2 piles, like the cards, they just wanted to talk today. Like, they wanted to talk. I think you guys get more than one? Do you guys get abnormal amount of cards? No, I think you guys were okay. That's not bad. Just saying, like, no. It's just, but yeah, the cards wanted to talk today. We had a really fun reading for pile number 2. If you just want to see me or hear me get really overexcited about a reading, you can go there for fun. I kind of lost my shit. But yeah, anyway, let me get to your reading. And creative blocks, okay. Queen of Swords. Okay. 10 of Wands. 5 of Wands, okay. Judgment. King of Cups, okay. Ooh, okay, we have a King of Swords and we have a Queen of Swords. Ooh. Okay. I'm sensing a love reading for this one too, actually. At first I was like, oh, this has to do with career. But then I see this King of Swords, this Queen of Swords, I see this King of Cups. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. I think it's a mix. I think you guys, my pile 3 Scorpios, I feel like you're feeling neglected. Sorry if you feel that way. I feel like you're feeling neglected by your partner. You know what it could be, actually? It could be that, again, like, this doesn't have to be, like, whenever we talk about love and tarot readings, it doesn't necessarily have to be, romantic love. And it's interesting because, like I said, I initially got the sense that it was career related, but then I changed my mind and said it was love related. But now I think it could be a mix in the sense that, for some of you, it could be that you're in business with somebody that you really care about. Like, it could be a close friend, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a family member, but somebody who you really have strong feelings for. Like, you're in business with them, like, you have a business together, you work together. It doesn't have to be like entrepreneurship, so you guys don't have to own your own business, but I get the sense you guys work together, just because we have, like, the creative blocks card, like, jumped out to me right away, and then with the rest of the cards, but I'm going to read this card first. It says, if you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Yeah, so you guys are going through you're, like, having trouble with your creativity. You guys, if this is about, if this is indeed career related as well as quote-unquote love related, which I am really getting the strong sense that it is, you could be in the arts, like, literally, or you don't even need to be in the arts to be creative. Like, you have to be creative in any job that you have. You need to be creative if you're in business. You need to be creative if you're in science too, to solve problems. So it could be anything. Any job needs creativity, but you're struggling, you know? And I think the reason that you're struggling is because of somebody that you care about that either works with you or works with you closely, is causing you like a lot of stress. So we have, let me leave the King of Cups for a minute. So we have the King of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords. Now the King and the Queen of Swords, they're very, I don't want to say cold. Like they can come off as cold, but they're people who have been hurt in the past and they feel like they need to protect themselves. So like as a couple, they may seem kind of guarded, like you might not know a lot about their relationship, like especially with the Queen of Swords, like she's somebody who's like very guarded and kind of standoffish. Same thing with the King of Swords, but they're also like very good at communicating with each other. Like, because whenever there's swords energy is very much about communication. It's very communication oriented. So I feel like you guys are like, other people may not see it, but they do communicate very well with each other. But I feel like there's like something off, or there has been something off with this relationship recently, and it's causing you like a lot of stress. Like we have the 10 of Wands here, and that means like feeling like overwhelmed. Like this may have been a build-up, because like whenever there's a 10 in a suit, it does mean the completion of a cycle. But with the 10 of Wands, not that it's different from the other suits when it comes to the 10, but the 10 of Wands doesn't necessarily have like a positive meaning. It's more of an indication that you're taking on too much. Like maybe you feel like things aren't working out because you guys work so closely together and you're just feeling very overwhelmed by it all. And it's causing like conflict between you two, for sure. Or it's causing conflict it's causing creative blocks. Like I think that's what the 5 of Wands is referring to here. I think the 5 of Wands is referring to like the conflict at hand is that whatever stress you're getting from working with this person is making you hard for you to work properly. Like it's hindering your creativity because you're feeling so overwhelmed by whatever is going on here that it's making you feel very like overwhelmed. And it's making you feel orphaned. Like I think you might be feeling in a way like neglected, and I think that makes sense because I think what I'm getting here is that you and this person work closely together and you're supposed to be a team, but you're doing all the work. You know what I mean? Like you're doing all like of the work and you're feeling very neglected and overwhelmed as well. Like you're feeling very like alone. Like you see this poor girl, she's like alone, like on a tower, and she's sad. So yeah, I feel like that's what I'm getting here is that like you guys are definitely like you care about this person a lot. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, it could be family. This could be talking about a family business, possibly for some of you, but again, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a friend that you decided to work with, I don't know, but they're not doing their part, and so you're left carrying all the baggage of all of the stress of working and all of that stuff, which is sucky. I'm sorry if that's true, but yeah, you're feeling like very neglected and orphaned by this person, which sucks. I'm sorry if that's true, and it's making it really hard for you to work. Like it's making it really hard for you to work because you're so overwhelmed. You're feeling very neglected by this person who you care about. And it's just making you feel really crap. Like, it's making you feel crap. You can't work right. And so I think what Spirit wants you to know is, in case this hasn't happened and you feel it, or you feel it coming, like, again, like, this could have been something that you've already been feeling, or it could be something that you will feel. If you're already seeing the inklings of feeling this way, Spirit is saying, like, you gotta make a decision on what to do about that. So, like, again, it's interesting because, again, the King and Queen of Swords is about communication to an extent because it is in the Swords suit. So I think Spirit wants you to know that you need to decide whether you want to actually say something to this person, because I think Spirit is also trying to remind you that you guys are very good at communicating, but for some reason recently you guys just haven't been communicating the way you need to be communicating, and it's really like it's having a bad effect on you. Like I get the sense that it is you that's suffering, but it could be both people, you know? It could be both people. Actually, yeah, because then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, it may seem like out of nowhere, because the King of Cups is usually a quote-unquote like positive card, but the King of Cups, him as a character, he's somebody that kind of like levels off his emotions. Like he doesn't want to get too excited. He doesn't want to jump the gun. So I feel like he may not be saying anything. He may be keeping his feelings to himself, and that's why you feel so overwhelmed, because like you actually don't know what your significant other, sorry I said he, it could be a he or a she, I'm not going to try and like you know, gender, like I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say, but he or she, like they're not really expressing their worries or their fears or their concerns to you. You're the one that's kind of just the one, you feel like you're the only one feeling overwhelmed, and you may, although you may actually be the one taking on more stuff, there may be more to the story from this other person's point of view than you think, because again, the King of Cups is somebody who doesn't like to jump the gun and say everything that they want because they're afraid. So that's why I feel like Spirit is saying here with the Judgment card, like you should approach them, because again, you guys do have the strength of being good communicators. It's just recently this other person may not be communicating as effectively or as openly as they did before, and now you're the one feeling overwhelmed and all of this stuff, and it's making it hard for you to work. It's making it hard for you to be creative, and you're feeling neglected. So you should definitely tell this person. Like you should definitely tell this person what you how you're feeling, and I think you'd be surprised about how they'd react, okay? So that's what I'm getting for my pile number 3 Scorpios. That's a difficult situation to be in. I know it can be hard to work with people that you're close to and it's not working out, but I think if you guys just communicate a little better, and again, like you guys, I think I'm getting the sense that you guys usually are able to communicate very well, but maybe because you guys have started working together recently, or it's just at a stressful point in your careers that you guys are not communicating as effectively. That's why I think you should definitely talk to them, especially if you really are feeling neglected and overwhelmed and it's hindering your work. You definitely need to talk to this person about how you're feeling, okay? All right, my pile 3 Scorpios, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if this resonated, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Alright, you guys, so I just finished up my readings for my Scorpio friends out there. It was really, really fun pick-a-card reading. I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that my next video can be just as exciting. For my Geminis and my Virgos, your readings were also incredibly exciting. I'm not trying to like downplay my other 2 videos, but yeah, like the Spirit just had a lot to say to my Scorpio friends. So here I'm going to pick the next astrological sign. Comment down below if you have any predictions. But yeah, just gonna shuffle really quickly, okay? And I'm not the greatest shuffler, as you can tell. I'm sorry. This is just how I choose to shuffle these cards. Okay. Let's do one more. I don't want to shuffle for too long. All right, here we go. All right, are we ready? I'm gonna go with this. Capricorn! My Capricorn friends out there, you guys are next. So stay tuned for my next What Do You Need to Know video for my Capricorns. Thanks so much, guys.